plunge into an unsettling forest shrouded in shadows, where the air is thick with the whispers of secrets untold. The tall trees stand like ancient sentinels, their gnarled branches twisting together, casting deep silhouettes in the dim light. Each breath you take holds a hint of moisture, a reminder that you are enveloped in nature's embrace. But this is no ordinary forest. The tranquility is a facade, hiding a chilling truth lurking beneath the surface. You sense that danger echoes through the woods, vibrating against your skin, and that the pulse of life here is in distress, held captive by a lurking malevolence. You can almost hear it. The quiet, haunting cries of creatures trapped in a nightmare spun by human hands. Illegal hunters stalk these woods in the cover of darkness, their silhouettes barely more than shadows, but their intentions are as clear as day. This isn't just a hunt, it's a calculated exploitation, ensnaring countless innocent lives for gain. You witness their early morning rituals, men speaking in hushed tones, their laughter a dark symphony that sends a shiver down your spine. The air grows heavy with malice. You catch sight of the traps, iron jaws poised to snap shut with merciless intent, hidden threats waiting for the unsuspecting. The forest around you feels as if it breathes in tandem with this despair, a symphony of muted heartbeats urging you to pay attention. Here, in these hidden glades, beauty and horror intertwine. Each sound brings with it an unsettling reminder that something vile lies just beneath the surface, ready to spring forth. As you stand there, the hunters gather their tools, adrenaline dancing in their veins, reveling in their deranged camaraderie. They are the wolves among sheep, cloaked in bravado, but unvarnished greed flashes in their eyes. Just then, laughter spills from their mouths, ugly and crude, echoing through the trees like a phantasmagoric nightmare. You feel an overwhelming urge to shout out, but thick silence suffocates you, grounding you in the moment, forcing you to bear witness to their sinister designs. Heart-pounding, you navigate the surrounding landscape, taking in the remnants of shattered lives. A lonely fox curled up in its metal prison, its heart racing against its ribs in a frantic rhythm that resonates deeply within you. You can almost touch its longing for the embrace of the wild, for the warmth of freedom. The forest pulses with life, yet here it feels swallowed by an oppressive stillness, closing in on you like an iron grip. Each twist and turn of the path reveals another sorrowful scene. You find a once majestic deer, its eyes hollow and wide, peering helplessly through the bars of a holding cell. There was a time when it ruled this vibrant realm, a king among trees. Your heart aches for it, for all the captured ones, because each moment you stand among these eyes of despair engraves their suffering deeper into your soul. Each creature represents a glimpse into the heart of the forest, emanating stories that transcend the confines of language. A piercing cry tears through the air, drawing your attention to a nearby thicket. There, shivering within the shadows, a baby bear, innocently tender, bold, and unaware of the perils that surround it, cautiously moves away from an unseen threat. Hope and sorrow surge within you, twining together like two vines in the twilight. The hunters roar with laughter as they prepare for their next wave of profit. Oblivious to the innocents caught in their schemes, their cruel mockery hangs thick like fog in the air. But you feel sorrow and resolve claw at your chest. The pain in your heart intensifies, throbbing like a tempest as you yearn to scream for justice and liberation, to rise against the cruelty you witness unfolding. But your voice is muffled by the gravity of it all, feeling small against the weight of their destruction. You stare through the gaps in the foliage and see the small bear pressing against a tree, its fur a canvas of earth, trying to breathe and understand the world. And you witness its innocence, faded by fear. You feel sorrow calculated with urgency, acutely aware that the very essence of the wild is being tangled in a web of treachery. There is a turmoil hidden beneath the surface of this reality, echoing weights of untold stories, the painful questions for which the forest has yet to find answers. Will they ever be free again? Can the wild hope to reclaim what has been lost? Your senses heighten as the hunters gather their nets and tools. You stand rooted among the brush, concealing yourself, invisible against the primal backdrop of the forest. Will this lingering darkness swallow them whole? The pulse of the earth beats beneath you, a promise that change can come when least expected. The air crackles with energy, pregnant with unspoken truths that weigh heavily against your spirit. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with the scent of cedar and pine mixed with human filth, ready to bear witness. Somewhere deep within the tension, a whisper flares, and you sense that the wild will rise to confront the encroaching darkness. This guardian of the woods is ready to breach the night, and with it, the spirit of hope, a fierce challenge against cruelty's reign. As you hold your breath, poised for the moment that will change everything, you know that something extraordinary is about to unfold. The endurance of the wild is about to awaken, and you are here anchored in a swirl of anticipation, standing at the edge of a confrontation that will reshape the destiny of these woods. You feel the urgency sum in your veins, and like a deer sensing the wind change, your very being is charged with the promise of resistance. Abandon hope? Not today. Please confirm if you would like to proceed with Block 2 or make any adjustments to Block 1. You move deeper into the heart of the forest, guided by an instinctual pull and a desperate longing for justice. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig, heightens your senses. The air is saturated with tension, a thick veil that draws you deeper into this unfolding nightmare. The hunters are preparing their traps, and you know time is of the essence, a relentless ticking clock mirrored by the rapid beats of your own heart. The forest feels alive and teetering on the brink, carrying the weight of its own impending cataclysm. You've seen the devastation they leave in their wake. As you navigate through the labyrinth of trees, your mind reels with visions of captured creatures yearning for liberation. You recall the whispered cries of pain, echoing through the stillness, mutating into a collective lament that reverberates through the bones of the earth. Each sound carries stories of love and loss, of lives lost to greed and cruelty. The forest feels like a graveyard of dreams. Vibrant echoes of life that once danced through these woods now fade to a mere whisper, suffocated by human callousness. With each step, your heart aches anew. The sight of the cages, rusted iron bars standing as cruel monuments of despair, washes over you. It's heartbreaking to realize that these were once vibrant beings, alive with purpose and strength. Among the remnants of lost vitality, you stop at one particularly forsaken enclosure, its door ajar. You peer inside, imagining the spirit that once thrived there, now reduced to nothing more than a shadow, an outline stained by a life undeservedly stolen. The stories of these creatures are woven into the very fabric of the forest, vibrant threads of life interrupted by violence. You can nearly see them, lives captured and then discarded, ransacked by hunters, blissfully unaware of the enormity of their actions. But something inside you ignites, a fire of determination that burns through the sorrow, propelling you forward. You know the forest fights back. It has to. You wonder if the enduring spirit of each trapped creature watches over their kin, waiting for their hero to emerge. As your resolve solidifies, you catch sight of the hunters, gathered like vultures waiting for the scent of death. They make crude jokes, plotting their next malice-filled venture, and the mockery in their voices is laced with arrogance. It gnaws at you, rattling your composure. Their laughter takes on a mocking quality, reshaping the surroundings into a stage for their cruelty. They joke without understanding the complex web of life they threaten, indifferent to the broken hearts that echo through these woods. You remain concealed, breath shallow as you take in details. Their faces hollowed by simple greed, hands trembling with eagerness for the next kill. They carry nets and ropes, tools that will snare beauty in a heartbeat, rendering it an object of possession. The very thought causes waves of rage to ripple through you. Your instincts scream for action as you watch them transform the vibrancy of the forest into a cold business transaction, erasing the dignity of these magnificent beings. Suddenly your eyes widen. You glimpse the small bear again, but this time it's not isolated or frightened. It stands there, emboldened, a warrior rising amidst chaos, its fur shimmering with purpose. You realize with a jolt of recognition that the bear is no longer just another creature trapped in this violent game. It has become a champion, and something about its stance commands your attention. A sudden roar of laughter breaks the spell, pulling your focus back to the hunters. They have noticed the bear's presence, eyes gleaming with predatory delight. This moment strikes a chord deep within you, a visceral surge that promises change. The bear does not cower. Instead, it snorts, pawing the ground as if to declare its intentions. What wisdom lies within those intelligent eyes? Can animal instinct blaze a trail toward salvation? You sense the shift in energy. The forest holds its breath. There's a crackle of anticipation. The air thickens with charged potential. The bear leans forward, muscles taut as steel, ready to surge into action. And something in you ignites with it. A fervent wish that raw power could transform helplessness into hope. Then it strikes. The bear lunges forward, a flurry of movement as it barrels through the underbrush like a tempest unleashed, scattering the hunters and their petty arrogance. The moment is electric, a lightning bolt of bravery cutting through the complacency surrounding you. The hunters freeze, eyes wide with disbelief. The bear roars, a primal sound that slices through the laughter, emerging as a battle cry filled with fierce defiance. In this vivid confrontation, you witness something that surpasses your wildest imaginings. The hunters stumble back, confusion writ large upon their faces as the bear skillfully outmaneuvers them. It's a dance of nature reclaiming its ground, a celebration of instinct clashing against cruelty. You watch in awe, joy flooding your spirit as the forest awakens in response to the call for justice. As chaos erupts, the bear claws at the netting, trapping the innocent within, tearing it apart with ferocity. Each snap of the nylon threads feels like a thread unspooling from the tapestry of despair. It tangles in liberation. With every success, hope flickers into reality. The captured animals emerge from their prisons, disoriented at first, but starlight begins to flicker in their eyes as they realize freedom is closer than ever. One by one, the forest comes alive again. Creatures reclaiming a part of themselves long lost to fear. Hope dances among them, igniting glimmers of strength in timid souls. The air thickens with their resolve. A round of joyous sounds fills the air, a collective outcry against the darkness that had held them captive. You can feel their energy rise, a tide of resilience sweeping across the landscape, and you stand at the brink, overwhelmed by both reverence and adrenaline. Something deep inside you shifts as raw realization floods in. The wild is not weak or compliant. It fights and fiercely protects its own. You are reminded that in the heart of darkness, there's still an ember flickering fiercely, unwavering through the storm. You are part of this incredible narrative, hovering on the precipice of change, where each moment births the potential for a brighter tomorrow. Your spirit swells with newfound energy as you witness the undeniable power of nature rising against tyrants. The bear is more than just a guardian of the woods now. It is a symbol of resistance that awakens the courage within you. It calls you to join the fight. Please confirm if you would like to continue to Block 3 or make any adjustments to Block 2. The forest erupts into a symphony of life, a vibrant chaos, as the bear leads the charge with unmatched bravery. You feel an electrifying charge coursing through you. As the first animals break free, their timid forms blossoming into boldness, the message ripples across the expanse of the woods. The balance of power is shifting. The hunters' confusion begins to mutate into panic. They fumble with their gear, grappling for control over a situation that has spiraled beyond their grasp. Their laughter fades into frantic cries, a discordant symphony of desperation punctuating the air. You realize that the bear is not merely a survivor, it's a warrior born from the tumult of nature's raw pulse, and the call within you echoes this truth. The urgency surges inside, urging you to act, to take part in this unfolding drama as the bear becomes the epicenter of a whirlwind of liberation. With fierce determination, the bear wades deeper into chaos, each swipe of its powerful paws delicate yet definitive. You can almost feel the heartbeat of the forest syncing with your own. The rhythm fuels your resolve. Rushing toward a cage overflowing with the scent of despair, it plunges its claws into the netting, ripping through barriers that have bound the innocent for far too long. The metal groans, surrendering to the bear's strength, and in that moment, you see the perfect union of nature's instinct and sheer force. You wonder if there's a critical moment in every great battle, a tipping point where everything changes. This is that moment. The curtain of despair rises, and the dawn of hope spills across the landscape. But just as victory seems within reach, a hunter regains composure. You see him brandishing a weapon, smoke rising from its barrel like the tension hanging in the air. He blinks, and his eyes find the bear, wild fury colliding with courage. The trapped animals freeze for a heartbeat, fear woven into their limbs. Everything slows down. You could reach out, try to stop it, shout a warning, but you can't. Fear keeps you rooted in place, an observer in this vital dance of survival. The forest seems to hold its breath, frozen under the gravity of a single moment. The hunter's finger tightens on the trigger, and a gust of wind whistles through the trees, carrying with it the collective terror of those who serve as witnesses to this impending doom. But then, something shifts again. It's as if the forest itself awakens. Responding to the cries of despair, the rustling leaves amplify every heartbeat, as if urging the very essence of the wild to fight back. The bear stands tall, eyes resolute, a testament of nature unyielding amidst adversity. You can feel the tension in the air. It's palpable, electric. A final breath drawn, you realize that this is the moment of truth for the forest and everything it stands for. With breathtaking courage, the bear lunges, not just as a protector, but as a primal force of nature fighting for its realm. It charges toward the hunter with raw power, instinct overtaking fear. There's a thunderous clash, and then a release of tension. You watch as the hunter stumbles back, shock morphing into fear, but it's too late. The thundering body of the bear is unrelenting. At that moment, you see the true power of the wild. The battle is no longer just for survival. It's a fight for dignity, for home. You can't help but feel a wave of emotion wash over you. This isn't just a bear. It's the spirit of the forest displayed in its purest form. You realize you've been transformed from a passive observer into a participant in a grand narrative of resilience, courage, and the undeniable right of every creature to stand against oppression. The tide of this battle sways, and in that sweet moment of balance, you feel the connection with every being struggling for freedom. With a roar reverberating through the trees, the bear harnesses its strength to intimidate the remaining hunters. It's about reclamation, reclaiming what was stolen from the forest, what was loved, what was nurtured. Each sound echoes the rallying cry of every creature that has suffered in silence, a clarity washing over you as the forest stands together against its oppressors. The remaining captives begin to move, emboldened by the bear's bravery, propelled by their own instinct to survive and thrive. They navigate the disarray, inching toward freedom, their strides surging with newfound purpose. You realize that this liberating moment is not solely the bears. It belongs equally to all of them, to you, and everyone who has ever felt powerless in a world driven by greed and indifference. But the confrontation isn't quite over. The hunter prepares to make one last stand, unwilling to let the night fall without a fight. He's filled with fury. It's visceral. You feel the tension mount, a dark cloud shadowing your shared victory. You wait, breath hitching, fingers trembling. The balance is delicate. Will they reclaim their lives, or will fear bind them once more? Then, as if propelled by the collective will of the creatures emerging from their cages, the bear surges again, joining forces with the liberating tide. The force is oppressive, and it feels like a tidal wave rolling toward the shore while still collecting strength. The bear stands guard, challenging the hunter's arrogance and malice with a defiance rooted deeply in instinct and loyalty. Another roar breaks forth, a last battle cry reverberating through the trees. The hunter's eyes widen with shock, realization dawning. This creature is not merely a bear. It symbolizes the heart of the wild, a spirit unbroken in the face of tyranny. With a final surge, the bear stands unwavering, defying anything that would disrupt its territory, reminding all that nature does not yield to oppression. And in that climactic moment, everything changes. Instead of facing a lone creature, the hunter finds himself enveloped in a swelling tide of nature's retaliation. You join in witnessing all of it, feeling your heart synchronize with the heart of the forest, alive, breathing, and fundamental. Part of you feels that this isn't just an act of survival. It's the rekindling of the bonds shared across a collective history, written in the bark of trees and the rustle of wind. You are not merely an observer, but a vital thread entwined in the fabric of life as the forest claims what is rightfully its own. The future will not be defined by greed, but by unity, resilience, and the courage to rise against all odds. As the storm of chaos abates, a hush sinks over the forest, a tranquil aftermath spooling out in the wake of the tumult. You watch as the remaining huntresses, once filled with bravado and malice, flee into the shadows, swallowed by the darkness that now belongs to the wild. Silence descends, but it's not the emptiness of despair. It's thick with release, a collective breath exhaled by the woods, by the life that flourished beneath the canopy. The bear stands as a guardian, still and strong, watching over its liberated kin. There's reverence in its stance, a moment frozen in time, as if the very essence of the forest has coalesced into this singular act of defiance. You notice the way every creature sways forward, uncertainty still lingering in their eyes, yet they pulse with the newfound dawn of freedom. All around you, life is awakening as if coaxed back from the brink of despair. You can feel the change reverberating through the air, a refreshing energy rushing to caress your cheeks. It mingles with the scent of damp earth and the whisper of leaves rustling in the soft breeze. You breathe it in, the taste of unmistakable hope and resilience thick in your lungs. This, you realize, is what it means to reclaim power. It is not just a struggle for survival, but a community stitched together through shared spirits, as fragile yet unyielding as the roots of the ancient trees that surround you. Looking around, every creature emerging feels like a champion of change, their tawny furs catching the dull light of the forest, glinting with the resilience woven into their very being. The deer, once trembling, now holds its head high, looking over its shoulder with pride. The fox, with newfound vigor, shakes off the shadow of fear that once held it captive. In each face, you see a reflection of your own courage, a manifestation of raw survival that beats in unison with fragile hearts unbound at last. You ponder this moment, the ripple effects of one act of defiance. The bear's intervention was not just a solitary act of bravery. It has become a call across generations, reverberating through the canopy like a song of remembrance, reminding all who call this forest home of their strength, their rights, and the warrior spirit innate within them. You reflect on the struggles that arose during the hunter's invasion, the anger, the crash of innocence lost, and the gnawing pain from a world that constantly encroaches on the realm of nature. You feel a deep connection to the creaking trees, each one a sentinel witnessing the unfolding stories, each one stitched into the fabric of the ecosystem that is fragile yet powerful in its interconnectedness. With newfound clarity and purpose, you grasp the realization that the forest's resilience mirrors humanity's own journey. As guardians, we are also called to protect and stand against the forces seeking to divide and conquer, to obliterate the spirit of nature for gain. The wild asks you not only to be an observer, but to take responsibility for preserving the balance against oppression. In this moment of reflection, the sun breaks through a thicket of clouds, bathing the forest in golden light. It spills gently over the playful woodland creatures and illuminates the remnants of battle, a poignant reminder that hope does indeed emerge from the darkest of places. It dawns upon you that each of us carries the potential to become a bearer of justice, to rise for the voiceless, to embrace the raw, untamed spirit within, however silent it may seem. The bear dips its great head to nuzzle the smaller creatures, guiding them, providing comfort as if to say, "You are not alone. We are one." You notice how the fox and deer nestle against one another, an unspoken understanding passing between them. New alliances forged in the fires of challenge. They have faced the abyss together and emerged on the other side renewed. Engulfed in the atmosphere of the moment, you are swept into the understanding that nature's resilience holds deep lessons for humanity. It teaches you about balance, respect, and ultimately the triumph of life over adversity. The enormity of this truth settles within you, rippling outwards, washing over your skin like a gentle rain as you glimpse the connections shared between wildlife and the world we tread upon. You witness the small yet profound moments of revival as the forest embraces the lives regaining strength. Each timid stride echoes with hope, sending ripples through the community. They are not simply recovering, they are banding together, each creature embracing their instincts beyond mere survival, propelling this narrative forward into their future. The lines between the individual and the collective begin to blur, forming a sense of unity that stretches infinitely beyond the trees. As your heart swells with emotion, you feel your role in this ever-expanding narrative intertwine with theirs. You recognize that your heart beats not just for you, but for them, for every creature that breathes life into the forest, for every whisper of joy and struggle resounding through the woods. The forest is alive, a pulsating narrative that speaks of resilience, of hope, and of undying courage that defies all odds. You know this forest will continue to stand, its wonders untold, its lives entwined, and its spirit unconquerable. As you step back, you carry this lesson close to your heart, a whisper of accountability urging you to honor the unbreakable bond forged between nature and humanity as you move forward into an uncertain world. And so, the essence of the wild lies etched into your being. You become a part of the weaving together of stories, an advocate for those whose voices have been silenced, a guardian of the ancient balance. The next chapter will not just unfold in the woods, it will resonate far beyond, a testament that the spirit of resistance lives on, echoing in every heartbeat. Please confirm if you would like to move on to Block 5 or make any changes to Block 4. You stand amidst the vibrant tapestry of life. The forest, now a sanctuary of renewed voices that fill the air with an enchanting symphony. The light filtering through the branches feels warmer, sunlight dappling your skin with golden rays. A gentle reminder that the new day holds endless possibilities. Hope unfurls in every corner, and you, once merely a witness, have become an integral part of a profound legacy forged in the quiet struggle for existence. As you breathe in the rich scent of damp earth and blooming wildflowers, you reflect on the danger that once loomed over these woods. The threat, while distant now, still lingers as a soft, haunting echo in your mind, a reminder that darkness always exists at the edges of light. It urges you to remember, to remind others, that this wild place holds stories of survival that need to be told, stories that awaken compassion and call for action. This knowledge becomes your pact, a guardian's vow to protect every creature that relishes the sunlight filtering through the leaves. The struggle of the bear has illuminated a path for you to follow, one that involves every act of compassion and courage. But in this moment of clarity, you cannot simply stand idly by. You feel compelled to act, to be more than just an observer. You think of the bear, its deep roar still resonating through your memory, embodying the resilience and strength that stirs within all life. With each heartbeat, you realize that even the smallest of actions can cultivate ripples of change, whether planting trees to expand the habitat, advocating for wildlife protection, educating others about the plight of animals in jeopardy, or sharing inspiring stories of nature's defenders. You know that every voice contributes to the chorus of resilience. You envision others joining this mission, each sharing their part in the unfolding journey, together representing a collective hope for a world where nature thrives without fear. As your journey continues, you walk through the very forest that holds the remnants of yesterday's struggles and today's victories. The air is rich with life, filled with the sounds of creatures stirring, rustling leaves and chirping birds. Perhaps today, you can capture these unguarded moments, the gentle play of sunlight on the path ahead, the fleeting shapes of animals darting among the trees. You yearn to share these experiences, to help others see the nudges of nature just waiting to be appreciated. Appreciation nurtures understanding, and understanding leads to action, a chain reaction pulsing through community. But before you part ways with this cherished realm, you cast one last glance at the bear, a figure forever etched in your heart, imbued with the wisdom of the forest. Its stride is bold, swirling with purpose, a guardian not just of its kind, but of every unseen creature lurking beyond the trees and ivy. You can almost hear its call, beckoning you to remember the lessons of courage, unity, and tenacity, a whispered reminder instilled by the very soul of nature itself. In your mind's eye, you glimpse countless untold stories waiting to emerge from the shadowed depths of the woods. Each tale carries with it struggles, survival, and boundless courage nestled in the lingering veils of mist. You now possess a deeper understanding of the spirit of the wild, a fierce love that binds together the entwined destinies of its inhabitants. It is vibrant and alive, a heartbeat echoing through the foliage, a testament to what can be achieved when the innate desire to protect rises against adversity. And as you make your way back toward the world beyond the trees, the golden sun embraces your form, igniting a fire within your soul, kindled by the bear's remarkable courage. It's a fire that propels you to the forefront of this new narrative, an invitation to inspire others while drawing attention to the unseen battles being fought in the wild. The world outside beckons, filled with stories waiting to unfold. The stories of the bear, the forest, and every living being that danced with freedom once more. And all around, you're subtly changed. The darkness that once loomed over parts of your spirit now feels less overwhelming, replaced with the knowledge that you are one voice in a choir of many, wielding the power of change. You aspire to echo the tenacity of the bear, the whispers of hope igniting latent courage, transforming that spirit into a rallying call. You carry each small victory with you, a promise to tell these vital stories, share the struggle, and uplift every creature that has fought to be seen. You pledge to stand united alongside all who rise against this darkness, forging deeper connections that transcend boundaries, reaching beyond the immediate comforts of existence. You reflect on the importance of solidarity, of the strength found in the collective will of those who advocate for justice. As you approach the edge of the forest, you feel a sense of urgency. The world outside continues to spin in its relentless cycle of obliteration and renewal. Yet you know the cries of countless others still resound, those in need of champions, mentors, and gatherings of souls propelled by compassion. With this realization, you take a deep breath, breathing in the fragrance of the woods one last time. You will be that voice and encourage others to join. Together, you can illuminate the paths that so many navigate in silence, turning that silence into the echoes of a clarion call for understanding and protection of what remains precious in this world. And so, you step forward resolutely, knowing you have become part of a vital narrative. You leave the woods not alone, but as a custodian of its memories and its truths, ready to advocate, inspire, and protect. You are part of something larger than yourself, a movement that transcends any individual, uniting all defenders of the wild. Nature will continue its fight. The bear's legacy will not be forgotten. It will live on through every heart that beats for justice. The roaring flames of resistance echoing through the trees, whispering of endurance, reminding every living soul of their duty to protect. Underneath the vast sky and alongside every leaf that dances in the wind, your journey begins anew. You are no longer merely a silent witness to the battles of the wilderness. You are now a storyteller, a guardian of the wild, weaving together a shared destiny for those whose voices must carry into the future. As you step beyond the edge of the forest, the familiar landscape of the world outside washes over you like a heavy cloak. The sounds of civilization blend together, a cacophony of engines, chatter, and the relentless hum of life moving at an unyielding pace. Yet, with each breath, you can still feel the lingering magic of the wild pulsing through your veins. It's a tether to the bear's bold spirit, urging you to continue advocating for those who cannot, to speak for each breath of life you left behind. You walk through the busy streets, past concrete buildings and busy intersections, and you realize how easily so many overlook the beauty hidden in nature. You imagine the soft rustle of leaves, the joyful cacophony of wildlife, and the powerful, unyielding courage of the bear. Your heart aches at the thought of how many will never witness that spirit, never hear the whispers of the woods or understand the wild's unyielding tenacity. You hold tightly to this mission, feeling a fire ignite within you. As each day passes, you document stories of survival, hope, and small victories, compiling them into writings, compelling images, and passionate speeches. You take to social media and community forums where you share heartwarming stories of the forgotten heroes of the wilderness, tapping into others' sentiments and igniting their sense of purpose. Little by little, you find your words reach out like branches, intertwining with others' missions, creating a network of voices echoing the same clarion call of protection and solidarity. And like an unfurling fern in spring, your circle of supporters grows. Every conversation ignites new ideas, and you find yourself collaborating with wildlife protection groups, schools, and local governments. You organize cleanups and educational workshops about conservation, inviting those who have only ever skimmed the surface of the wild to dig deeper, to feel, to see, and to understand the beauty at stake. Each event unfurls with shared laughter, discoveries, and stories like the ones you once witnessed among the trees. As excitement builds, you reminisce about the sacred bond you formed with that bear in the forest. You take its courage with you, reminding others that nature thrives on alliances. The popular belief resonates. It is not just about the individual, but about the community that rallies together with strength and purpose. On long, quiet nights, you find yourself reflecting as you fall asleep, dreams specifically colored by memories of that bear defending its kin. Then comes the day you organize a group trip back to the same forest that connected all the threads of your journey. There's an electric buzz of anticipation in the air as you guide a diverse group hailing from all walks of life through the winding trails. You are here to show them that the spirit of the wild is alive and how they can join its narrative. With each step deeper into the woods, you feel the essence of the forest etching into their hearts, just as it did in yours. You notice how their faces illuminate with wonder as they gaze upon every flitting shadow of movement. The rustle of wildlife in the undergrowth, and the flickering, dappled sunlight filtering through the thick canopy. You share stories about the courageous bear, its unmatched spirit, and the significance of standing guard over the lives that animate this sacred place. You see, you say, as you pause beneath the sprawling arms of an ancient tree, every life matters. It may be one bear today, but together we can be a chorus for those unseen. We can protect entire forests with our resolve. Eyes widen in realization, and murmurs of agreement ripple through the group. The spirit of the woods enfolds you as a gust of wind whispers through the leaves, carrying with it the stories of all those who came before and beside you, tales of unity, defiance, and the strength that thrives in collective action. In hushed voices, you begin to make plans, sketching out how this newfound commitment can unfold into broader projects dedicated to habitat restoration, educational outreach, and legislative initiatives prioritizing wildlife preservation. The seeds are sown, and now it's time to foster growth. But this journey does not stop at the forest's edge, nor does it rest solely upon your shoulders. You hand over the baton, encouraging others to step forward with their ideas, their passions, and their creativity. They take ownership, weaving a vibrant vision for the future that expands far beyond the immediate actions taken today. Soon, campaigns launch, petitions circulate, and awareness spreads like the flicker of candlelight in the vastness of a dark night. Your once small group of passionate advocates becomes a movement, an unstoppable force driven by the spirit of that brave bear. You assimilate stories from the local community, listen to what the wild has to say, and illuminate pathways that lead to collaborative empowerment. Yet through all of this, you remain humbled by the reminder of your roots, how every leaf unfurling and every creature chirping and roaring carries with it the legacy of connection, courage, and resilience. The words you weave resonate with a depth that reflects the heart of the wild, intertwining destinies with each voice, with each whisper echoing through the vaulted ceilings of the forest. And in quiet moments away from the hustle and bustle, you witness the comfort you've provided to these young advocates, the way their eyes glimmer with purpose and their hearts beat with the drum of the wild. You think back to the journey you have made, from being a silent observer in the woods to now being a dynamic storyteller for the wild, channeling the strength born from your experiences into something transformative. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting hues of orange and purple across the sky, you know this is just the beginning. Your journey into advocacy, preservation, and interconnectedness continues, forever empowered by the spirit of the bear. And you stand now, not only as a custodian of its memories, but as a beacon of light, a bridge connecting worlds, one heart at a time, binding the resilient and untamed fabric of nature with the lives of those who dare to dream for a better future. As the weeks pass into months, the movement you've nurtured begins to blossom. You watch in astonishment as individuals across various communities respond to the challenges you spotlighted. The plight of wildlife, the delicate balance of nature, and the urgency to protect it. People you once considered strangers now engage with bright eyes and unbridled enthusiasm, each mind buzzing with a collective vision. The flickering candlelights of your movement expand into countless flames, illuminating paths that lay shrouded in darkness for far too long. Local media picks up the stories you've weaved together, spreading the message further. Your call to action transforms local neighborhoods into vibrant hubs of conservation. Schools invite you to speak, where your words spark curiosity in the young minds who will inherit this earth. You share tales of the bear, emphasizing its fought battles as symbols of resilience and strength, reflecting how nature fights back when given the chance. You walk through parks, community centers, and classrooms, and every eager face you gather around you becomes a living testament to the movement's power, a tapestry woven from their dreams, activism, and passion. The voices of children rise in harmony, eager to share their newfound appreciation for the delicate dance of ecological interdependence. Nature's beauty thrives in their imaginations as you observe them planting trees, cleaning waterways, and crafting stories of their own. Each act a ripple of hope across their lives and hearts. You find yourself invited to panels and conferences, discussing impactful ways to foster respect for wildlife and to educate people of all ages. The bear's legacy now underpins every word you share, an unshakable foundation reinforcing the vital connection between humanity and nature, bridging that ancient divide. The once distant, abstract challenges of hurting wildlife now transform into urgent pleas from neighbors eager to help. What can we do next? Becomes a way of life that resonates powerfully within the community. Yet amid this whirlwind of progress, your heart carries a twinge of concern. You've witnessed firsthand the consequences of poaching and destruction, the lives lost, and the habitats forever changed. Even as you celebrate victories, new laws gained, areas preserved, the shadows of the larger fight remain. There are still urgent battles, pressing issues lurking at the fringes, waiting for a voice. In quiet moments, you often contemplate the bear's singular role, a solitary guardian with an unwavering heart. Could one life spark such profound change? You find solace in the idea that each action, no matter how small, mirrors that great event in its assertion of resilience. You are reminded that the fight for justice extends beyond just animals. It's a fight for every life intertwined within the grand tapestry of existence. On the anniversary of your first forest outing, you decide to organize a gathering where everyone, your allies, community members, and even those just discovering the cause, can come together in celebration. You choose a clearing not far from where the bear roamed, now an emblem of hope and solidarity. The day of the gathering dawns bright and unassuming, the air carrying with it an electric excitement. As people trickle in, their laughter mingles with the chatter of birds returning to the trees, each sound harmonizing with the vibrant color of life around you. You prepare a space filled with banners, displays, and stories showcasing all that you've fought for over the past year. The victories, the milestones, and the community efforts now etched into the annals of collective history. At the heart of the gathering, you stand before your audience, and as you speak, the familiar tingle of purpose reverberates in your chest. The bear's story spills forth from your lips like a retelling of an epic, rooted in struggle but blossoming into hope. You talk about the indomitable spirit of the natural world, the delicate balance, and the connective tissue binding all lives to one another. Eyes glisten with hope, teetering on the edge of enlightenment as you share how this journey deepened your understanding of stewardship, the responsibility to care for that which exists and flourishes in its intricate web. The rhythm of the gathering ebbs and flows like the forest itself, filled with poetry, art, and passionate discussions. You witness friendships forged, seeds of innovative ideas sprouting, and the collective resolve that ripples through each participant. Together, you share laughter, stories, and messages written to be sent into the ether where nature can hear them. The love, respect, and determination that pulse through every heart. As the dusk begins to settle, a crackling fire draws everyone closer. You feel a sense of camaraderie enveloping you, an acknowledgement of the breakthroughs achieved and those still needed. As the flames dance high, you invite a moment of silence to remember the bear, the spirit who catalyzed this entire movement. Each person sits in reflection, not just for the bear, but for every voice that has fought tirelessly, every soul sacrificed in silence. You hold your breath, immersing yourself in the palpable weight of shared purpose. In this tranquil space of unity, you realize how interconnected human life is with nature, how change flows like a river, sometimes slow, sometimes fierce. The collective realization of the enormous potential within each individual emerges sparkling into the sphere around you, a promise of unwavering courage and solidarity that mirrors the bear's instinctive guardianship. With gentle hearts brimmed with newfound passion, attendees emerge from the gathering transformed. The embers of advocacy spark anew, ideas flow fiercely into actionable plans. Together, you hold hands, standing in a circle that reflects the unity and resolve forged in that sacred clearing. And in that moment, you grasp the astounding truth. True power lies not solely in numbers, but in the spirit that binds them together, in shared experiences and stories, of courage, of struggle, and of thriving in the face of adversity. As the night deepens, you listen to the collective heartbeat, amazed by the realization that this movement is a legacy worth fighting for. A legacy that will transcend generations, shaping the voices that rise to echo nature's plea for justice and protection. Through the whispers of the woods and the solidarity of hearts, you carry the message forth. Together, you invite others to join you in nurturing, preserving, and cherishing the wild. Here now you are part of something that cannot be diminished. A movement woven together in resilience, bonded in love for the beautiful, untamed world that fights alongside all who dare to protect it. As the dawn of a new day breaks, the first rays of sunlight filter through the treetops, casting a warm glow over the clearing. The energy of last night's gathering lingers in the air, crackling with potential like a bright star on the cusp of exploding into brilliance. You awaken with renewed zeal. Today, you embark on a journey to elevate the movement's impact, turning whispers of change into a resounding anthem that can be heard from mountains to valleys. Yet, amid the excitement, a sense of urgency grips your heart. The challenges are immense, and the weight of responsibility feels heavy on your shoulders. While the movement has gathered momentum, the threats to nature, the struggles that still pierce the heart of the wild, loom larger than life. Your thoughts return to the bear. The resiliency it embodied resonates through you, infusing you with purpose as you step through the threshold of possibility. Your first stop is the local community center, a hub where every voice has the potential to echo through the town. You arrive early, giving yourself time to prepare. The walls are adorned with vibrant flyers, each a reminder of initiatives designed to nurture a greater connection with nature. You can almost hear the whispers of community members echoing, "This is our haven, this is our fight." As you begin each presentation, the stories flow from your heart. Stories of battles won and lost, of triumphs and heartaches, of the deep relationship between community and wilderness. You emphasize the importance of creating not just isolated acts of kindness toward nature, but a cohesive movement that encourages collective responsibility. You set the stage for discussions about local wildlife corridors, sustainable practices, and how even small changes in daily habits can ripple outwards into the world. Participants raise hands, eager to engage, share ideas, and express concerns. Every voice rings true, each a note in the symphony of collective advocacy. A child speaks out, sharing how they planted wildflowers in their backyard to invite native pollinators. The story ignites a wave of inspiration, and later, an elder shares how they grew up hearing tales of the woods from their grandmother, tales of coexistence that resonate like an ancient lullaby beneath the surface of time. As the discussions unfold, you gather their excitement, transforming raw ideas into concrete action plans. This is where your heart beats in rhythm with the greater narrative. You can feel the energy of collaboration coalesce as the group's passion fills the room, illuminating the path ahead. You quickly realize this is not merely about saving wildlife. It is about forging a community where every person feels empowered to stand guard for nature's myriad voices. With each glance around the room, you capture moments of clarity, a sense of awakening as hands join together, tapping out rhythms of determination. Plans take shape: community cleanups, educational workshops for children, and coordinated efforts to plant native species in yards and public spaces. What once flickered like embers now bursts into flames, ideas igniting like wildfire in the wind. But amid the exhilarating brainstorming sessions, you cannot ignore the shadows that linger in the back of your mind. You've seen firsthand the destructive powers of greed and neglect. Beyond the warmth and laughter of the gathering, droughts, habitat destruction, and pollution persist. There are factions still involved in poaching, intent on profit over preservation. You address this fear head-on, encouraging community members to not only envision a vibrant future, but to also prepare for the inevitable battles that lie ahead. In this shared space, you help craft strategies to hold the community accountable, to become vigilant stewards of the land, and to engage local authorities to enforce regulations and protect native wildlife. Transitioning from quiet observers into proactive defenders, you ask them to consider how to communicate the urgency of the cause to those who remain apathetic. Their commitment reverberates through the group, and where there is determination, there is hope. As the sun begins to set on this day of collaboration, you gather everyone back to the clearing, where the pulse of the trees thumps louder than the distant sounds of civilization. Now is the time to reaffirm your collective commitment. You circle up, holding hands tightly, an unbreakable bond forged not just in conversation, but in purpose. You lead a simple yet profound ceremony to plant a new tree, a symbol of growth that honors every heartbeat intertwined with the legacy of the forest. Each participant takes a turn, adding soil to the roots, echoing their own hopes and promises for the future. You speak, urging them to see this act as an affirmation of their shared connection not only to nature, but to one another, a tangible seed of their resolve. As the tree stands tall in the fading twilight, you feel the spirit of the bear whispering through the leaves, urging you to press forward, inspiring and igniting the fire within each advocate present. The future seems daunting, but in this moment, you understand that the strength of this movement lies not in grand gestures, but in the collective, everyday actions taken by spirited individuals ready to rise in defense of the wild. The gathering closes with laughter and joy echoing in the sunset glow, each person stepping out of the clearing forever changed, carrying with them a piece of the collective mission. Woven together in solidarity, strength, and reverence for what it means to protect that which cannot speak for itself. In this steady rhythm of shared experiences, stories, and resilience, you move closer to realizing your vision. You see it now, how each small act can blossom into transformative landscapes, how individuals can join hands across vast expanses of the heart and mind. You know that just as the roots of that young tree will intertwine with the soil, the stories shared will sink deep into the fabric of the community, becoming a timeless legacy. And so you rise with each dawn, unyielding and steadfast in your quest. Empowered by the bear's legacy, you embrace the journey ahead, fueled by passion, connection, and the indomitable spirit of life itself. Eager to carry the call of the wild forward, resonating louder and brighter with each passing day. As the seasons change and the leaves transition into a tapestry of reds and golds, your movement thrives. The tree you planted together stands tall, a testament to growth and unity. Each day pulses with the energy of possibility, stories of resilience and hope fueling the fire in your community. You hold regular meetings now, a space where individuals share their progress and challenges. Each voice adds to the vibrant symphony of advocacy, illustrating how deeply intertwined lives can enrich a common cause. The walls of the community center fill with excited chatter and laughter, friends rallying forth with new ideas, ready to craft significant changes. A talented artist among the participants steps forward, eager to host workshops focused on nature-inspired art. Their vibrant paintings illuminate the beauty of local wildlife and call for protection, a new understanding reflected in brushstrokes. Another voice, a local teacher, proposes interactive lessons on ecosystems to inspire younger generations. The room buzzes as participants offer support and ideas, all aiming to educate and engage others in the journey towards conservation. Watching each person blossom fills you with gratitude. This movement is no longer solely yours. It's a tapestry woven from diverse threads, each contributing to a larger goal. The excitement builds as plans unfold for a community fair that will showcase art, spread awareness, and promote sustainable living. Each idea, each collaboration emerges as a strong commitment to protect the essence of the wild that inspires them. But despite the burgeoning hope, a shadow hangs over your heart. Whispers of illegal poaching echo through your town, a stark reminder of the battles yet to be fought. You cannot ignore the dangerous truths lurking just outside the warmth of your gathering, where real lives are threatened. The urgency within you stirs, the need to actively defend the community you've nurtured. One evening, you gather the group, your voice steady but passionate. We are a force, but we must also be vigilant. It is not enough to hope for the wild. We must stand ready to protect it. Each eye in the room gleams with a spark of determination, the collective energy rising as you propose forming a rapid response network. Together, you continue, we can be the chorus of voices, loud enough to deter those who harm our wildlife. Let's honor the bear's spirit. We are its legacy in action. Members rally to support this cause, ready to monitor and report illegal activities, demonstrating that this community will not stand by. In the following weeks, under the banner of your shared vision, you create websites and engage on social media, inviting allies beyond community borders. Reclaiming the Wild becomes the name of your upcoming event, blending education with action, a rallying point for nature lovers and defenders alike. With each detail meticulously planned, the gathering forms into a celebration and a fierce call to arms. You recruit volunteers to connect with local organizations, craft educational materials, and raise awareness about local threats. Momentum builds. People flock to join, inspired by the shared purpose and dedication resonating as one. Then, the day arrives, charged with anticipation. As you stand in the clearing, your heart thumps in rhythm with the collective pulse of the gathering crowd. United, the community exudes passion and resilience, embodying the essence of a movement that honors the wild. Amid joyous laughter and artistic displays, you can also feel the undercurrents of urgency. The threat of poaching pulses just beneath the surface, transforming the event into a declaration of intent, a clarion call to protect those who cannot speak. You take a moment to gather your thoughts, poised in front of participants who mirror your determination. Today is more than a celebration. It is a commitment to defend the life we honor, you say, your voice firm yet vulnerable. Each of you carries the essence of the guardian. The bear still lives through our spirit, urging us to act. The message vibrates through the crowd, igniting fervor as everyone stands ready to contribute. From that day forward, beneath the branches of the tall tree holds the sacred promise shared among individuals gathered there. Together, you form a lineage of guardians, prepared to rise in the face of threats, fueled by passion, camaraderie, and the unyielding spirit of the bear you honored. You know this journey has only begun, a tapestry of hope and change unfurling deeper into our hearts. With every step you take, you recognize the voices of the wild, the call to protect life intertwining with the hearts that stride forward with purpose. In solidarity, you resolve to face the shadows together, all touched and inspired by the legacy of the bear. This community will be relentless in its fight, echoing the wild's voice and standing firm against all who threaten the intricate web of life that exists. And thus, you step forward, ready to continue the fight to reclaim and protect the beautiful tapestry of the wild, echoing the strength and determination of the spirit that lives on within you and the hearts surrounding you. As the sun dips low on the horizon, steeping the landscape in golden hues, you stand amidst a sea of vibrant souls, each person infused with purpose, poised to act. The energy crackling in the air mirrors the stirring of destiny, a palpable force that transforms hope into action. The words spoken earlier still echo in your mind, igniting a fire of resolve that courses through your veins, compelling you to lead, to defend, to confront the challenges ahead. In the days that follow the fair, you harness the excitement that has blossomed within your community. Each individual begins taking the mantle of responsibility, reaching out to engage others in the cause. You see the grassroots efforts unfold, an ever-widening ripple of hope that empowers neighbors to pay attention to their surroundings. The community crafts flyers, designs pamphlets, and floods social media platforms with infused passion. Awareness spreads like wildfire, igniting excitement and a sense of duty that resonates deeper than any adidary you've ever manifest. Conversations begin to shift throughout the town. Shops display posters, restaurants host discussions over meals, and schools engage students with creative projects centered on wildlife conservation. People find their voices in these unexpected places, bridging the gap between casual conversations and fierce action. It's not long before news of your efforts reaches local news outlets, a glimmering thread of hope woven through the fabric of the wider world. But with the growth of your movement comes an unexpected consequence. The whispers of hunting and poaching become sharper, the shadows lurking closer. Your phone buzzes with urgent messages, calls coming in late at night from alarmed residents spotting questionable vehicles near trails and dark figures moving stealthily under cover of night. The thrill of rallying the community quickly morphs into something heavier. You hold emergency meetings, voices rising, fervor translating into padlocked hearts. We need to be prepared, you urge as tension tangles the air. The more we shine, the more we risk drawing attention to ourselves. We must stay vigilant. You feel the weight of your words settle among the crowd, binding them together with a resolve that quakes with urgency. Plans emerge for patrols, an organized effort to monitor the local trails and surrounding wilderness during the night, employing volunteers to act as eyes and ears for the vulnerable creatures who call these woods home. Every moment matters. Fortifying bonds within your community seems imperative. The heart of the movement, founded on compassion for wildlife, now requires a fierce edge, a guardian spirit stoked by fire. The nights become a mix of adrenaline and careful coordination. You integrate safety protocols and equip your team with flashlights and walkie-talkies to ensure clear lines of communication. Stories about the bear continue to inspire you. A sentinel roaming the night, fiercely protecting its domain. You channel that image, dispatching volunteers in pairs, hearts racing with purpose. Each step taken in the dark will reverberate with the promise of safety for all that dwells within the woods. It's an evening filled with starlight when the first real test of your network arrives. You and your team are gathered on a high ridge, the vastness of the wilderness sprawled below you, serene yet filled with tension. As you exchange whispers, A sudden crackling sound breaks through the stillness. The group goes quiet as your heart pounds against your ribcage. There, a volunteer whispers, pointing toward the shadows at the base of a nearby tree. Eyes focused, you see what looks like headlights cutting through the thick brush, vague shapes moving away from the trail toward a known wildlife clearing. A deep unease coils in your stomach, adrenaline surges and your instincts ignite, spurring you to decide quickly. "All right, let's split up," you say, voice steady in the face of uncertainty. "We'll surround the area and monitor. If anything looks suspicious, we alert the authorities." The flicker of fear dances through the group, but conviction grips everyone, and you see resolve manifest. Hearts beating as one, your team stretches into the night, staying connected through whispers and the distant rustling of leaves. You feel the weight of responsibility settle around you. A familiar bond to the wild inspires your steps. Each whispered call, every careful movement, all echo with intent to protect the lives hidden beneath these branches. As you navigate through the woods, every sound grows sharper, the crunch of dried leaves underfoot, the rustling of nocturnal animals, the whispering winds filled with stories. Then, silence descends, haunting, pregnant with possibilities. The headlights flare, illuminating the dark as shadowy figures emerge, their actions furtive and menacing in the glow. You pulse with uncertainty, each heartbeat sinking with anxiety as you and your team take positions, maintaining your distance yet attentive to every detail. They slip into the trees, and for a moment, time freezes like dew settling in the early morning light. You take a deep breath, listening more deeply, letting the calm of the forest wrap around you, reminding you that you are not alone. You remind yourself of the community awaiting you beyond these woods, the wise spirit of the bear watching over you all, guiding you forward. Drawing strength from that bond, you stay poised as the pinpricks of danger are revealed in the shadows. You know, in that moment, what is at stake. The lives of those unable to defend themselves hang in the balance, the wild's fragile beauty resting on the trepidation woven through the night. With a surge of courage, you reach for your phone, fingers trembling not from fear, but anticipation. No time to hesitate. We need to act now. The message flies to your team, each heartbeat pulsing with urgency as they converge upon your location. Together, you hold the power to protect the fragile ecosystem you cherish, armed with compassion, tenacity, and an unrivaled willingness to safeguard the wild. You take a breath, center yourself, and prepare to confront the lurking threats. This, after all, is your purpose. The fight to reclaim the wild and shield the hidden lives that dwell within this realm of beauty and bravery. United in spirit, your community is stronger than fear. You step forward into the enveloping shadows, ready to protect what cannot speak for itself.